Hello, Darren Alf here from BicycleTouringPro.com. I'm in Lviv, Ukraine right now, and I'm going to High Castle Park to meet up with a bicycle traveler who has messaged me on Instagram to say that he is here in town. So, here we go. Right over here, maybe. Let's see if that's a good shot or not.
So you posted an update a few days ago. New camera, right?
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly.
So my name's Lawrence Jennings. I'm from the UK, but currently live in Amsterdam.
Yeah, and we're in Lviv, Ukraine right now. But what are you doing here?
I've taken the long route from Amsterdam here. So I've gone from the Netherlands into Germany, through Denmark, Sweden, to Nordkap, down through Finland, over to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and now here we are in Lviv.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the long way.
Yeah.
How long was that?
I left Amsterdam the start of June, so what's that, 4.5 months now? Yeah.
And where did the idea for this come from?
I was working and didn't really want to work much more, so I quit my job. I was originally planning to do a much bigger tour. I was thinking of possibly Alaska down to Patagonia, or Cairo to Cape Town, a real big one, but then realised I would miss my girlfriend a little bit too much, and it would be too long and too far away, and I realised this trip pretty much has everything I'm interested in anyway. Norway, the nature, the wildlife, the camping, so it was an easy decision in the end. And
what were you doing for work?
I was managing a call centre, call centre manager for TomTom. It's a Dutch company, GPS navigation company. I'd been there 10 years and decided 10 years was enough, and it was time to do something completely different, and not regretting it one bit, to be honest.
Yeah, what does your family think of you doing this trip?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, I think a balance or a mixture of proud, worried, excited. But yeah, I'm in contact quite a bit. I send updates. I hear from them quite a lot, and I think they're enjoying following me. I don't know really.
Yeah, they weren't worried about you though too much.
No, I get the update from my mother. She always says, keep your passport on you, watch out. But no, I've travelled and I've cycled quite a bit before, and they know I'm quite safe and sensible. So just allow me to go and stay in contact. And my sister, she will actually visit Lviv tomorrow. It's her birthday, so that will be the first time I've seen her in maybe since last Christmas. So yeah, that's going to be nice as well. Yeah.
Have you done other bike tours, or did you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to do this giant bike trip?
I've done one before, and that came that way. I woke up and decided, no, not quite, but I was working and I had the opportunity to take some unpaid leave from work. So I took 3 months off and went from Poland to Istanbul, and then Istanbul back to Amsterdam. It's about 5,000 kilometers in 3 months, and I knew pretty much the day I finished that I wanted to do another one. That was 3 years ago, so this has been 3 years in the making. Mostly dreaming, and then the last few months actually planning. Yeah.
What's been the hardest part of the journey, or even maybe some, there's pre-journey stuff that could be difficult too?
Yeah, well, handing my notice in and quitting at work wasn't an easy task. But then once that was done, it was plain sailing from there. Obviously, saying goodbye to friends and girlfriend isn't easy. My girlfriend, she actually came with me the first 3 days. We cycled across the Netherlands to the German border together, and then after that I was on my own. So yeah, I mean, I loved the planning, so that part was quite easy. Maybe planning the route and the times I could have done a little better, but planning the gear, the equipment, all of that, I really enjoyed. Difficulties, yeah, I've been hit with very changing weather. I think in Norway, the locals were saying anyway that they had their coldest July on record. It was actually snow in July when I was there. Then blistering heat the further north I went. For some reason it got up to 30 degrees. But no, all in all, I enjoy it. There's no real terrible, bad, horrible things happening.
Okay. What was that like though, the day that your girlfriend left after the first 3 days, and you're on your own now, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be on my own for a long time?
So her father came to collect her in a car, picked up her and her bike. We stayed in the hotel and just sat there in the car park, sort of waving goodbye. She drove off, and that's when it really became the official start to the trip, let's say. That's when it really happened. So I don't know why that day, I decided to put some music in and set off, and was like, right, I think adrenaline carries you the first day, and then your legs start to ache, your arm, neck, shoulders, wrists, those first days. But yeah, it wasn't easy, but I knew I was going off on a great trip. We'd already booked, she came to visit me in Oslo, so we knew within 3 or 4 weeks that we would see each other again. And it gave me an incentive, something to keep going, because those first weeks I wasn't training, or I wasn't that fit before setting off, so those first weeks were painful.
Well, also, like, technology has made it easier to stay in touch too. I imagine you're talking all the time and stuff like that, versus, even 20 years ago, you couldn't call people easily and that kind of stuff.
2 or 3 years ago, the big change is now in the EU you have the data roaming.
Oh yeah.
So the last trip I did, the only connectivity I had was if I stopped in a restaurant, cafe, bar, asked them for the Wi-Fi and made contact, made plans. Now, wherever you are, you can be connected, which is maybe a bit of a curse as well. All the information you need readily on hand, but yeah, we're in touch, we're in contact almost daily.
What has been the best part of the trip, or best place that you visited?
Norway, I think.
Just in general, Norway?
Yeah, in general, Norway, for me, like I said, I enjoy the cycling, but that's not the main goal for me. It's the being outdoors, it's the adventure, the camping. In Norway, I was really off the grid. I had a fishing rod. In the evenings, I would catch my own fish, have a fire, cook it. I was really just enjoying the nature, the wild camping that you can do anywhere there. So Norway was picturesque, fantastic, beautiful, but you also get the feeling you're not the only person cycling there, especially towards the north. Everyone bottlenecks onto the same road. So Finland, when I turned around and came through Finland, I was completely on my own. Forest, didn't see people for days, quiet, beautiful. So yeah, Norway was action, adventure, crazy and beautiful. Finland was just peaceful, quiet, the friendliest people I met. The hospitality from the Finns was unbelievable. I think they have a bit of a reputation for being quite shy and reserved, maybe even introvert. But once we got talking, I was invited in for food, I was given accommodation, I was taken sailing. So yeah, country, Norway was the best. People and the warm feeling I got from it was Finland. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in Ukraine now?
This is my 3rd day.
3rd day.
I crossed from Poland.
What do you think of Ukraine?
It's the polar opposite to Norway. You really notice the difference from crossing Poland and leaving the EU into Ukraine. Everything from just the road quality to the driving, the people driving, they're not so accommodating towards cyclists, but friendly. I've been stopped a few times. I've gone in to buy or ask for water, and people have started conversation. Last night I camped in the garden of a restaurant. So yeah, no complaints. So far so good. Lviv is beautiful in autumn time. So yeah.
And what kind of bike do you have there behind you?
So it's the Doors Coast to Coast, it's called. I think from 2015. I think Doors is a British or UK brand. Standard sort of touring setup, steel frame, 26-inch wheels, I think 27 gears. And it does the trick. No frills, very basic, everything I can fix on the road, on the go. She's called Mary Jane. I've named her. It's the same bike I used on the last tour, and yeah, she and I get on fine. And yeah.
Is there anything like crazy weird that you're carrying in your bags?
I'm carrying too much, that's for sure. I'm carrying a lot of heavy, good camping gear. Like I said, I prefer to be comfortable rather than light. I have a full bottle of vodka in there as well. It's not for me, it's for my sister. Her birthday is tomorrow and she's visiting. So yeah, I carry probably a little bit too much, but I have everything I need. There's nothing I'm missing. The whole of Norway and Finland I was carrying a fishing rod and reel and tackle. I've now got rid of that and down to what I think are the essentials, but still I see other people touring and they've got two small bags on the back, so I know I'm carrying a bit too much, but I can do it. Yeah. There's not been many mountains where I've had to stop and get off and push, so as long as I can keep going.
Yeah. Where are you going from here now?
Yep, so I will head from Lviv down to the south of Ukraine, then to Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, and at the moment I'm planning to finish in Greece.
What have you learned on this trip, if anything?
That I can't cycle as far each day as I first thought. When I was drawing the plan up before leaving, I think just dividing the distance by how many days and what have you, I thought I would be able to cycle close to 100 kilometers each day. In reality, it's more like 70 or 80 on a good day, actually, which is why I find myself now in Ukraine in October, whereas I thought originally I would be much further down, much further south. So yeah, I've learned that I can't cycle as far each day.
But can you not cycle each day because the cycling is hard, or because you're getting like distracted by other things?
Yeah, I'm probably enjoying it a bit too much. So Norway, every corner you take, there's a beautiful mountain or fjord or something to stop, look at. People stop and ask you questions. I'm there to enjoy it rather than break records for cycling. So yeah, I think my legs are capable of doing over 100 a day with all my late starts, lie-ins, spots of fishing. I'm just finding I'm doing less than expected. Yeah.
What else have you learned?
How to be alone and in the wilderness, I guess. Norway, Finland, I really tried to take routes that looked remote and bleak. And yeah, just living for a few days without seeing, sure you see people, but without contact with people. Going down to the basics. Where will I find water? Where will I find food? And where will I find shelter? These three sort of foundations or basics of living. And how simple just doing that, or just following those three can be. It's beautiful, yeah.
What advice would you give to someone else who maybe is interested in doing a bike trip like the one you've done? What would you tell them?
You don't have to like cycling or be interested in bikes at all, really. For me, it isn't about the cycling as such. It's more about the adventure, the seeing different things every day. It's something different. So yeah, if you know nothing about bicycles, if you've never ridden much in your life, you can do it. Yeah.